Fat Tire Bikes, Beginner's Guide. In this video, Fat Tire Bikes, Beginner's Guide, we explore everything you need to know about fat tire bikes, from their history to the different types available. What is a fat tire bike? Fat tire bikes are a type of bike that uses specially designed tires that are wider than those on traditional bikes. The wide or fat tire is made to grip the ground better. This makes them a lot more stable than traditional bikes, which makes them great for riding on rough terrain or surfaces. Since the tires have a greater area that comes into contact with the ground at any given instant, they provide more traction and stability, allowing you to go over snow, sand, and other terrains. History of fat tire bikes. Fat bikes have been around since the early 1900s. However, contemporary-looking fat bikes only emerged in the 1970s and 1980s. In its infancy, in an attempt to make bicycles safer for winter riding, Alaskan bike frame builders started experimenting with bike parts and tires to produce a bike that would be compatible with different terrains. In 1999, two designers emerged and met to discuss their work at the Interbike show. Shortly after, in 2001, frame designer Mark Gronwald, who hailed from Alaska, started referring to his bikes as fat bikes. Surly Bikes, established in Bloomington, Minnesota, went on to produce their specialized frame in 2005 that was called the Pugsley. It was with the Pugsley that fat tire bikes were made available to the general public. What are the benefits of riding a fat tire bike? These bikes are versatile and can be used for a variety of purposes: mountain biking, touring, commuting, and more. You don't have to worry about getting stuck in snow or mud, allowing bike riding even in cold, snowy months. They're suitable for aerobic workouts because you're working your entire body. They're fun and easy to ride, making them great for commuting or exploring new areas. Types of fat tire bikes. Regular fat tire. A typical fat tire bike has some things in common with a traditional bike. It has two wheels, handlebars, and pedals. The significant difference is found in the size of the tires. It has much wider tires allowing for use on multiple types of terrain. Folding fat tire. A folding fat tire bike is usually smaller than the typical non-folding model. Folding allows for easier storage and transport. Fat tire electric bike, e-bike. An electric bike or pedal assist bike will provide assistance going up hills or even if you prefer an easier ride. Most come with the option of pedal assist or full throttle, where the bike does the work. How to choose the perfect fat tire bike. Before choosing a fat tire bike, consider the type of riding you'll be doing. Size. With all bikes, you want to be sure to get a bike that fits your body. Like traditional bikes, fat tire bikes come with different wheel sizes. You can find a fat tire bike with 20 inches wheels, but these are usually folding bikes. The more typical wheel sizes are 24, 26, 27, and 29 inches. The main measurement you'll want to consider is your height. It stands to reason that taller people will be more comfortable with a taller frame, and a person that is shorter will feel more comfortable with a small frame. Bike weight. Because most fat tire bikes are heavier than traditional bikes, you will lose the advantage of the momentum you get with, say, a street bike that has thin tires. By losing that momentum, it will be harder to climb hills. As you can imagine, climbing a hill on a bike that is 28 pounds will be easier than getting up the same hill with 34 pounds. Frame. The type of material fat bike frames are made of is an important factor to consider when choosing your bike. Three popular frame materials are aluminum, carbon, steel and titanium. Aluminum, lightweight, inexpensive. Carbon, usually lighter than aluminum. Steel, heavy, long-lasting, more expensive, can rust. Titanium, corrosion-proof, durable, higher price point. Suspension. The suspension is what absorbs shock when riding. Suspension becomes more important if you plan to ride on rough trails where you can encounter numerous bumps and potholes. Tire width. Depending on the type of terrain you plan to ride on, you'll want to look at the width of the tires. For instance, if you plan to ride in soft surfaces like sand or snow, you'll want to look at gaining the most traction, which you will get by having the widest fat bike tires possible, 4.8 to 5. FAQs. Are fat tire bikes faster than traditional bicycles? Generally, fat tire bikes are slower than conventional bicycles. The bike's frame configuration and geometry make it difficult to go as fast as a regular bike. However, there are exceptions to this rule. Some fat tire bikes can be quite speedy. Are there electric fat bikes? Absolutely. Electric fat bikes merge the features of a fat tire bike with an e-bike. An electric fat bike usually has 4 inches wide tires and a motor, making it easier for the rider, especially in rougher terrain or going uphill. This concludes Fat Tire Bikes, Beginner's Guide. To read the full article, see https://livingyourSeniorLife.com/fattirebikes/. Thank you for watching.